Ladies and gentlemen, can I please have your attention? I've just been handed an urgent and horrifying news story. And I need all of you to stop what you're doing and listen.
There's a trend going on in the Minecraft community. You probably have heard about it. The Minecraft Forever world. Single world on which a person spends years on it, ideally forever. And we have popular worlds like Mog Swamp's 11-year-old flat world, or Fwip's 3-year-old hardcore world. There's even the UHC Generations world that exists beyond a person's death, and so much more. But these famous ones have now oversaturated the market, so to speak. They're professional, breathtaking, time-consuming. I wanted to know what a forever world looks like on an unprofessional level, so I started my own. While I was playing, and mind you, I'm only 12 hours in and a college student, I had this thought. What does it mean to be forever? The media has explored probably almost every aspect of forever. The horrors, complacencies, wonders, and so much more of forever. Which sparks the question, why do we wonder about forever? Why do we, as humans, strive for forever? History has proved again and again our want, our need for forever. This video will probably not answer any of these questions as much as this video will probably not reach many eyes, but that's okay. In my eyes, this channel is my own version of forever. I strive to put ideas, fascinations, memories onto this channel so I can preserve them outside of my own memory. Which then moves on to art. I believe art is the closest thing to forever that we can attain. Of course, there are religions and beliefs that there is a forever beyond our mortal deaths, but that's a different form of forever. That's a more personal and moral forever. I'm thinking more of a tangible forever. We have cave drawings, stone tablets, artifacts, and old ruins. These are some of the oldest tangibles that can mostly reason out their purposes and ideas nowadays. Were they thinking of forever when the peoples of the past created them? Are we? We've invented plastics, and it lasts forever. Do we want that? Will people 2,000 years from now look back on us and go, whoa, artifacts? But I think the most interesting form of forever is ideas, or the essence, as Plato describes it. The more powerful ideas, the more it'll have the ability to transcend time. This is mostly due to the fact that if the idea is good enough, more people will pick up on it. Let's take currency, then. The idea of using a token as a substitute for credit or debt. This idea has survived for millennia. As the years have gone by, though, the easier it is to hold on to said ideas. Letters and symbols turn into sentences, which turn into writing. Stone tablets, parchment, paper. We can now store our ideas and other people's ideas onto these forms of writing. We can store it physically. And this, naturally moves on to stories. In my opinion, stories are the driving force of humanity. Maybe I'll make a video on this, though I doubt it. Since the very beginning of time, we have told stories, either to explain the world around us or to simply tell about their day. Since then, it's evolved quite a bit, the stories we tell as well as the way we tell them. Today, the various forms of storytelling are beyond imagination. I bet you would not have thought about numbers as a way to tell stories. Economic spreadsheets regarding imports and exports can tell as much as a story, as well as symbols lined up against one another, to detail an image that you would picture in your head. Yet again, this once again brings up the question, why? Why do we do this? Why do we preserve information, stories, ideas, numbers? Are we pursuing that forever? Maybe this video will answer that. Maybe not. The etymology of forever, the word forever, stems back to Old Germanic. That would essentially mean for life or for eternity. Perhaps we pursue forever because we want to celebrate the life we have lived, or the life of someone else. Going back to the intro of this video, Minecraft and video games in general, they serve as secondary lives, an escape of reality to another reality. And since I'm a lazy editor, the background will probably be me playing my quote-unquote forever world. In this world, I am seeking a life I would want to live in that moment. In this case, a small coastal village that has an atmosphere and is reminiscent of how early civilizations would have started out. But there are so many different games, unlike the sandbox infinity of Minecraft. We can look at large RPG titles like Fallout or Cyberpunk. Maybe more indie linear-driven stories like Expedition 33 or Stray. Gacha games, perhaps, like Ume Musume or Genshin Impact. Dude, I could keep on going forever. I think you get the idea. So, well, what's forever? I don't know. I don't think humanity as a whole knows either. But I think there's something comforting about something that lasts for a long time, and we understand that inherently. Be it our lives, civilization, ideas, stories, second lives. I think we all strive for something that just lasts a bit longer than what we want it to last. Isn't that something, that forever that we want to reach, that we want to make, that we want to come true?